So this video is more of a prediction of what can happen. I think either the Maple Leafs or the Jets are going to win the Stanley Cup. Now, I do want my Capitals to win the Stanley Cup. Obviously, I don't know why I wouldn't, but I'm just saying in terms of a technical perspective, I think that we're going to see our first Canadian team finally win a cup since before I was born. It's been that long. 31 years or 32 years now. It's going to be 32 years difference. I don't want I mean I don't want, Toronto to win or Winnipeg to win. I want my Caps to win naturally, but I'm just saying that it's going to happen. And if it's Toronto versus Winnipeg, I'll root for Toronto in that. I think that Austin Matthews could use his it would be great for the game if a Canadian team won. Now, I mean, you're not going to get much on tourism if it's just Winnipeg and Toronto. No one needs to cross the border in that sense, but there's that. Now, on my podcast, I did make a prediction on the Oilers beating the Kings and stuff, uh, and just actually getting to the Stanley Cup Finals. I'm not so confident right now in that. There were a lot of goals scored in game one between the Oilers and Kings. And remember, the Kings have home ice advantage. I'm still not seeing them make it, too. And if they have to go up against Colorado to get in, I am definitely not seeing that going, going forward. So, well, let me look at the bracket real quickly right now. Okay, so Dallas and Colorado could, they could certainly get in to the Western Conference um to and be that Western seat, but I mean, like they would lose it in my mind if they had to go up against them. And right now, Winnipeg is up 2-0 in the series. St. Louis has nothing. I'm not sure if the Senators are even going to win a game against the Maple Leafs. Matter of fact, I think that now, matter of fact, I think that Toronto will be waiting for whoever comes out of Florida. Personally, um, they're going to be waiting a while, and that's going to might mess with their psyches too. But if the Lightning are, let's take the Lightning. They've beaten the Lightning to get to round two. Now they're going to face. They could face them in round two. But the Panthers, they're still going to be a bit of a thorn in their side piece. And Florida was the team that did win the Stanley Cup last year. Do not sleep on them. They have Kachuk, they have Bobrovsky, they have Carter Verhaeghe. They've got a deep core. So there's that. So if they get past, so if Tampa Bay does get out of this, even if it's exhausted, I think that Toronto is going to have a good chance of facing off against the Lightning and getting into the next round, and they would probably face off against Carolina. I'm taking Carolina to be that team, not the Capitals. I'm sorry. They could be in the finals too, but I mean, it's been a while since. In fact, I'm actually trying to remember the last time two Canadian teams even played in the um played in the Stanley Cup final. It might have been Calgary and Montreal, and then 90 was the Oilers. I forgot who they played against in that one. Maybe it was like um I don't know. Oh yeah, it was right. No, it wasn't the North Stars. That came later. But I think it might have been Calgary and Montreal, and then Calgary won that one in 1989, and that was all she said with that. But I think that right now, you're gonna like the Jets are really fun to watch, and the Maple Leafs are really fun to watch. I'm watching more of those games than my own teams, personally, because they're just so fun to watch. Man, they're just that fun. Oh man. Let's see what else there is. Carolina's right is like tearing up New Jersey right now. I'm not sure what you can do. Minnesota is not taking this stand lying down, and we're tied with a 1-1 series. But again, I think that you're going to see a Canadian team hoist the Stanley Cup this go around. And if it's not, I think you'll see one more Eastern team hoist the Stanley Cup. I am not confident. I'm not that confident in the West if it's not the Jets at all. I'm sorry. And I'm not even too confident about the Oilers, too. They should have been out of there. They should have been swept. Florida got complacent last time, and we almost had a reverse sweep because of that. So I am not certain about everything at the moment. But I'm telling you, if it's not the Jets coming out of the West, bet on the Eastern side. Just saying. And that's an East Coast bias, but I think I'm right on this. Let me know what you think. Will we see a Canadian team hoist the Stanley Cup? Since before I was born. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Share this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're just passing by. If this is your first time passing by, hello. And with that being said, take care.